Hello and welcome to Roving Report, a program that gives you an overview of the development of India's Northeast region. I'm your host Chandrakala and the highlight of today's program are Northeast innovators and writers selected for an in-residence program at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Nagaland Tool Room Center, a key to employment generation in the Northeast. Losar or New Year Festival celebration adds traditional fervour in Arunachal Pradesh. Sikkim floriculture industry, a boon for local florists. The Nagaland Tool Room and Training Center has been flourished since its inception and has provided good education and employment opportunities to the youths of the Northeast. Let's have a quick look at its development. The Nagaland Tool Room and Training Center was established in 2006 by the Government of Nagaland with the assistance of the central government. Tool Room is an industrial setup where specialized tools, dies, molds, jigs and more are designed and manufactured. The objective of the center is not only to provide good education but also to ensure more and better employment opportunities for the youth than the present. Various activities are conducted to develop good presentation skills and personality in the students and ultimately to groom them for placement in top industries and brands. Presently, around 300 students has been undergoing training in NTTC. Over 2,000 students has been trained under NTTC and 600 students got placement in different well-known companies.
The moment I joined this institute, it's a very good institution where students not only learn theoretically, but they also learn practically in many fields. They know how to develop their skills, not only theoretically, but practically also in every field. Like we've heard a lot about the machines. We see a lot of machines, but until and unless we work on them, we tend to forget it.
Presently, I'm in fourth semester, and I should say this institute is one of the very important place for me to learn machining as well as theory classes.
Recently, the Indian Union Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Kalraj Mishra, visited the training center to encourage the good work undertaken by NTTC.
The machines are very much useful, not for only employment generation, but for entrepreneurship also. And the engineers had done a lot. I can say that they also produce the electricity from here.
The training center has sections for jig grinding, injection molding machines, heat treatment units, drilling machines, surface grinding, cylindrical grinding, lathe machines, milling machines, welding machines, and more conventional shop floor machines. The center provides different courses and campus interview from various companies are arranged every year.
The first institution that is established in the Nagaland as a Nagaland Tool Room and Training Center. Here we have two types of courses, that is long-term courses, that is called TTTM, and another course is called short-term courses, which we have, the governments are sponsoring as a donors, and nowadays one course is going on called donors. That in the donors they're having a lot of courses called say like fitter, machine operator, CNC operator, and a welder, and desktop publishing courses.
Nagaland Tool Room Center is not only serving as a means to employment opportunities for the youth, but has been doing much to boost up technical training and education for students in the region. Next, we introduce you to two innovators from Mizoram and Assam and a writer from Kokrajhar who are currently residing at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi as a part of an in-residence program for displaying extraordinary skills. A report.
Meet 49-year-old Lal Bagzola Rolte from Mizoram. His extraordinary innovation of bamboo splint making machine drew attention of the organizers of the in-residence program. He is one of the 7 selected participants living at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Lal Bike Zwala has developed a manually operated machine which can slice bamboo strips and converts the strips into sticks. It is useful for making incense sticks, toothpicks and ice cream sticks. It has an advantage over conventional method of using knives for rural individuals who cannot afford and use electricity operated machines. It has the potential to generate employment in rural areas.
In our place, we have lots of bamboo. So some entrepreneurs come and started a garbati stick making machine, making industry. So they face a problem regarding the labor charge and some other things. So they come and ask for help in any kinds of for making machines. So from that we started this machine.
The Innovator Scholars in Residence scheme was launched by the President in 2013 with a view to promoting the spirit of innovation and giving further impetus to grassroots innovation activities. The main objective of the scheme is to provide an environment to grassroots innovators in Rashtrapati Bhavan to work on a project in hand and take their innovative ideas forward. Beside Lal Bike Zwala, Swapnanil Talukdar from Assam has also been invited for his innovation on foot-operated page-turning device for differently abled.
It's a page-turning device for differently able. Suppose I'm a differently able person, I'm partially paralyzed from my hands, or maybe I'm a handless person. So in that case, to turn a book page is very difficult. I have seen people, I have searched and contacted people who are differently able, that how do they do this simple task of turning the page. So what they do, they use their mouth, their face parts like nose, tongue, or most of them I have seen using their legs. So we worship books. So we cannot use our legs for gaining knowledge and deprive the other aspect. So what I thought, why not to give a try to completely design a device which is manual.
Along with innovators, a Bodo writer from Kokrajhar also got an opportunity to showcase her work. 4 writers from around the country were called as a part of the in-residence program. The opportunity helps the budding writers and poets to showcase their work. Young Bodo writer Jayashree Bodo read out a piece of her work.
हाँ, ये तो हमारे लिए एक सौभाग्य है कि हमको यहाँ आने का मौका मिला, क्योंकि सबका एक सपना होता है कहीं एक खुद को पहुँचाने के लिए। तो पिछली बार भी यहाँ जो लोग आए थे, राइटर्स आए थे, वो भी हम लोगों का बैच का ही था। तो वो लोग ने हमें इन्फॉर्मेशन दिया था कि ऐसा राष्ट्रपति भवन में ऐसा प्रोग्राम होता है। तो यंग राइटर्स के लिए ये एक मौका होता है खुद को दिखाने के लिए, जो हम लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं। तो राष्ट्रपति भवन से ही अगर ये शुरुआत हो जाए तो और भी ये बेहतरीन होगा हमारे लिए।
Such initiatives facilitates a means of cultural and intellectual exchange by bringing together artists from different parts of the country.
Various tribes inhabited in Arunachal Pradesh and people celebrate different festivals. The Monpa tribe is one of the major tribes of the state. Recently, Losar or New Year festival was celebrated by Monpas with great joy and fervor. Tawang, the picturesque hill station, came alive with the celebration of Losar or a New Year festival by the Monpa community. The festival is marked by offering prayers, incense stick, gifts at the monastery. Losar festival is celebrated with high festive spirit and feasting together with friends and relatives. On the occasion, people from different tribes, religions came together and joined to celebrate with dances and songs.
फर्स्ट डे तो हम लोग एक्चुअली अपना घर में रह के परिवारों के अंदर में खाना पीना चलता है। उस दिन किसी को नहीं बुलाते हैं। सेकंड डे में हम लोग अपना रिलेटिव्स के घर में जाता है, प्रेजेंटेशंस ले जाते हैं। थर्ड डे से हम लोग पूरा बस्ती में मिलके या दूसरा जगह में मिलके ये रंगलियाँ मनाते हैं।
During festival, young boys and girls performed a colorful traditional dance of Monpa community. A group of artists also performed a traditional Marx dance called Aji Hamu to enthrall the audience with their amazing performances.
पूर्णिमा के दिन लोसार का मतलब जो भी हम लोग का पूजा मंदिरों में गुम्बा में जो पूजा करते हैं ये सब आज के दिन मतलब ख़त्म होकर आज यहाँ पर सामूहिक रूप से हम लोग को लोसर मना रहे हैं, तो उसके लिए आप सबको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं।
On the occasion, artists from Bhutan also performed their traditional song and dance with the famous musical instruments called Yangqin, Piwang or fiddle, flute and dranian.
पहली बार आया है हम लोग और यहाँ आके एक खुले मौसम में बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है हम लोगों को। और ये लोग नाच गाना होता है इधर भी और उधर भूटान में भी बहुत नाच गाना होता है और मेरे ख्याल से ज़्यादा फर्क तो नहीं है। भूटान में हम लोग ट्रेडिशनल गेम्स होता है उधर, ट्रेडिशनल गेम्स यानी कि आर्चरी मैच होता है और ऐसे ही नाच गाना होता है और सब परिवार लोग मिल के उधर पार्टी करता है।
Losar is celebrated all over the countries where Mahayana Buddhism is preached, and they send out a message of peace, love and harmony through this festival. Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the Northeast recently. Recently, Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh visited Shillong. On his 2-day-long visit, Singh attended the 181st Raising Day of Assam Rifles, the oldest paramilitary force in India. During his visit, Home Minister Rajnath Singh said the centre is ready for talks with any insurgent groups in the Northeast if they shun violence unconditionally.
वैसे जो भी फोर्स अब तक लगी हुई है उसने अपनी जिम्मेदारी का जैसे निर्वाह किया है, उसके परिणाम स्वरूप मैं समझता हूं कि इंसर्जेंसी पर काफ़ी हद तक काबू पाने में सफलता हासिल हुई है।
The 3-day-long Kutiyatam workshop cum festival was organized in Imphal with an aim to popularize and promote Kutiyatam dance. The workshop was held as a part of the dance training exchange program between the students of Kutiyatam Kendra, Thiruvananthapuram in association with Jawaharlal Nehru Manipur Dance Academy, Imphal. 11 dancers of Kutiyatam Kendra, Thiruvananthapuram took part in the dance training exchange program. Many legendary artists, dance lovers, scholars and experts came together at one platform and interacted with each other in the event.
To mark the occasion of the 97th birthday of the founding father and the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, late Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, a painting competition was organized for children. Children of various ages participated in the art exhibition. They had to portray the role of Mujibur Rahman in the 1971 war of Bangladesh for liberation from Pakistan. Talking about the good work of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, a tribute was paid by the Chief Minister of Tripura, Manik Sarkar, to the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh. 2 books on Sheikh Mujibur Rahman were also released during the program.
Third edition of Handloom Expo 2016 was organized at Ibo Aima Shumang Leela Shanglen Palace compound in Imphal. A week-long expo was organized by the National Small Industries Corporation Limited with an aim in promoting small-scale entrepreneurs in the state. Around 100 small-scale industries in the field of handloom and handicrafts, food processing, plastic industries, electronics and innovative machines showcased their products. Thousands of people thronged in the expo and purchased the products.
Nagaland Governor P.B. Acharya inaugurated the Techno-Cultural Festival of NIT Nagaland Ekarik Thin 2016 at their campus in Chumukedima. A two-day event was organized by the National Institute of Technology, Nagaland, with an aim to boost up youngsters to excel in all spheres of entertainment and technology. Addressing the audience, the governor stressed on the need to preserve and promote the country's rich heritage, including languages and dialects spoken by different communities and tribes in the country.
Tripura Finance Minister Tapan Chakrabarti recently presented a tax-free Rs 152.46 billion budget for the year 2016 and 17 with a deficit of Rs 1.88 billion. No new taxes have been proposed and no increase of existing taxes projected in the budget presented on the first day of the budget session. The total revenue receipt of the state was pegged at Rs 15,057.98 crore and total expenditure at Rs 15,246.52 crore, leaving a deficit of Rs 188.54 crore.
Assam Women's Agriculture University, Jorhat Agriculture University and Student Society in collaboration with Jorhat Medical College and Jorhat Hospital organized a blood donation camp at our campus. A large number of students turned out to donate blood for the cause to save lives of the needy people in Jorhat. The main aim of the camp was to inculcate the spirit of unity and compassion among the students and make them responsible citizens. The event also tried to create awareness among the students that donation of blood does not have any negative effect. Climatic advantage coupled with a skilled workforce gives Sikkim a definite edge in the business of floriculture and has been attracting a large number of tourists to the region. We have a report.
Situated in the lower Himalayas, Sikkim is home to around 5,000 species of flowering plants. They include rare species of primulas, rhododendrons, liliums, oaks and ferns. Home to over 26% of the country's biodiversity with exquisite species of flora and fauna, the state has been successful in promoting floriculture. Realizing the potential of this sector, many budding entrepreneurs are taking up floriculture.
खेती से कि हम बच्चे भी पढ़ा रहे हैं और जितना पति पर डिपेंड होना पड़ता है वो नहीं होना पड़ रहा है। इस साल पीएम साहब आने के टाइम में लिया था और 5th पोजीशन में आए, बहुत खुशी की बात है। मैं 5th पोजीशन पे आई, लगभग 150 जन स्टॉल में से मैं 5th पोजीशन पे आई हूँ।
At present, Sikkim is producing cut flowers which include roses, anthuriums and gladioles on a commercial scale. Sikkim is the only state in the country which produces high-value Cymbidium orchids. Tourists from different parts of the country visit the famous gardens of Sikkim such as Mainam Garden and Samsara Garden every year to enjoy the flora of the state.
न्यू टाइप का एक एग्रीकल्चर हमारा सेक्टर में आया है। इसमें बहुत सारे एजुकेटेड यूथ भी शामिल हुए हैं। बहुत अपने आप को मैं खुशनसीब समझता हूँ क्योंकि इसमें बहुत स्कोप है और हमारा जीविका यही से चल रहे हैं अभी तक और ट्रांजैक्शनल भी अच्छे है। डिपार्टमेंट से पॉजिटिव वो लोग सहयोग कर रहे हैं। हम लोग बहुत आभारी भी प्रकट करना चाहते हैं वो लोग डिपार्टमेंट को क्योंकि वो लोग हम बहुत encourage कर रहे हैं हम growers को।
Sikkim has grown a large floriculture industry, giving the local florists a chance to earn their livelihood and providing a platform for budding entrepreneurs.
The vibrant culture and tradition of India came alive in the recently held Bal Sangam, a cultural fiesta organized by the National School of Drama in Tripura. Let's have a look.
A 5-day-long Bal Sangam, the cultural festival, was held at Nazrul Kala Kshetra in Tripura with an aim to preserve and promote the rich culture of the country. Tripura Chief Minister Manik Sarkar inaugurated the program. Altogether, 9 groups from across the country showcased their performances in the cultural event. During the event, artists from Assam performed the famous Bihu dance and Jeng Bihu. cultural troupe of Mompa tribe from Arunachal Pradesh also performed their traditional folk dance. A group of Mizo artists also mesmerized the audience with Sarlamkai and Sartithyam Lam dance in the cultural fiesta.
उद्देश्य ये है कि जो लुप्त हो रही हमारी संस्कृति उसको पुनर्जीवित करने के लिए इस कार्यक्रम को करने का प्रयास नेशनल स्कूल ऑफ ड्रामा 1989 से दिल्ली में कर रहा है। जो दूसरी बात है कि आज हमारे बच्चे अपनी संस्कृति को भूलकर वेस्टर्न संस्कृति की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं, उसको भी एक रोकने का प्रयास है।
A group of talented artists from Rajasthan performed a folk song, Sufiana Kalam. Kashmir's Thamali folk song also stole the show with their extraordinary performances. The famous dance of West Bengal's Patta Nach, Rampa Ravens, left the audience awestruck by their performances. Besides, artists from Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Jharkhand and Delhi also took part in the festival.
इससे फनकारों की हौसला अफजाई होती है और फनकार लोगों का जिनका पेशा ही यही है, इससे पता चलता है कि हमारे इंडिया में हमारे आर्टिस्टों, हमारे बच्चों की कितनी ज़रूरत है और हमारे कल्चर की कितनी ज़रूरत है। और हम यहाँ पर आए हैं इसलिए कि देखेंगे कि यहाँ का माहौल क्या है और यहाँ के लोग कैसे मिलनसार हैं। और त्रिपुरा में मिला है कि त्रिपुरा के लोग बहुत मिलनसार हैं और यहाँ बहुत सुख शांति है। यहाँ की सफाई देखकर हम बहुत ही मुतासिर हुए हैं।
हम इधर आए हैं इस बरिया उत्सव के आनंद लेने के लिए। बहुत आनंद हुआ। जैसे कि इस उत्सव का जो उद्देश्य है कि भारत का जो विशेषता है, विविधता में एकता, वो उसका प्रतिफलन होना, तो हमें भी यहाँ पर आकर दूसरे राज्यों का जो संस्कृति है, उनका जो कल्चर है, उनका जो पावर है, स्ट्रेंथ है, उसको उसके साथ पहचान होने का मौका मिल रहा है।
भाग्यशाली है कि हमारे को इस उत्सव में मौका दिया, यहाँ हम आए और यहाँ की कल्चर देखी, अलग अलग स्टेटों की बच्चे से मुलाकात हुई, उनका संगम हुआ, तो उनकी कला को देखा, हमारी कला को उन्हें सुना। और दूसरी ये बात है कि त्रिपुरा में हम पहली बार आए, लेकिन यहाँ की जनता इतनी सुरीली है जो हमारी इस कला को सराहा, उन्होंने समझा और अच्छी तरह से सुन के और वाह लूट के गए। ये बहुत बड़ी खुशी की बात है।
Artists from Manipur also performed Maybe Laiching Jagoy and enthralled the audience with their soulful performance. Later, they also presented Thangta, a traditional martial art form, and Pong Chalom, a classical dance form from the state. A large number of visitors turned up to witness the event.
With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel to get latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Chandrakala signing off. Goodbye and take care.